back to Springfield from Suffield, where Babs Beach is located. Totally forgot to, well, it's not so much that I forgot, I was hurried. So totally forgot to, film any video while I was there, but it was because I was in a hurry. So the beach closed, like the season ended early. Like there was a lady there with her like rambunctious dog that was about to jump all over me, which kind of made me a little jittery to start, because like I'm like the probably only black person there for miles realistically, and it's just me and this very nice lady though, white lady. There with her dog, not like a pit or anything like that, or a Doberman or German Shepherd or anything like that, but what'd she say her name was? Ginger, the dog's name, and was like rambunctious, and she had to like really hold on to the leash to jump on me, to prevent the dog from jumping on me. So the beach was actually closed. There was like no parking, so I had to like illegally park across the street. So I was like, it was really like rush. I took a bunch of photos, but I didn't have the presence of mind. Usually I'm more relaxed there, and I can, make some video, ramble about whatever I'm rambling about. But yeah, I mean, still, good for what it was. I really just went there just to get some photos for the gram. Sucks that I didn't get any video, but it's fine. You get the idea. Yeah, today worked a half day. I, took the week off at my regular job, and, have been working at the optical shop for some extra money. As, like anyone, I've got bills to pay. Can't complain too much though. Paid that sofa off really quickly. Even though it was like same as cash, so it wasn't like accumulating any interest or anything. Got a couple other little things to pay off. My credit card bills are like vampires, man. I just hit it with like $8,000 like a couple months ago, and I'm already starting to run it back up. So I got to handle that before the end of the year. It's only like $3K, but still. So yeah, I have a lot of the day left to myself. Gonna shower quick because it was like sneaky warm. Like it says 76. I think it was just at like 82, like towards like where the beach was. And of course, like with the sun on you and everything. I was only there for like 28 minutes, maybe a half hour. Again, I was rushing, so I wanted to take a couple of still life photos and photos of the beach and selfies of myself and stuff like that. I actually wanted to write in my journal a little bit while I was there, but I expected it to be open, so yeah, I didn't finish my story. The lady that I spoke with, she said they closed the beach early this year for whatever reason. And usually there's like lifeguards, and there's like a few people there. It's never like overly attended, but there's 20 people or so on the beach, a nice enough crowd, because it's a small beach. It's almost like a private beach. I think if you just move like maybe a couple hundred yards to the left or the right, it becomes like a little private beach for the lakefront property that's there. One of the houses, I saw a sign that said it was like for sale. Wonder what that goes for. Probably a lot. But yeah, so lots of pleasantries and texts, calls, social media posts wishing me a happy birthday. I appreciate them all. Obviously the one that I was really waiting for has not come. I mean, it's 6 p.m. Who knows, but it's not looking so good. So again, another somber birthday. But as I always say, all things give thanks. I've got like literally like a fistful of gift cards and stuff. So I'm gonna probably go to the nice mall, to West Farms. I'm gonna shower quick and head down there, and close at 8, so I'll have plenty of time when I come back to hit the gym if I so desire. Trying to make the day productive. It's a reminder though, it's early September. It's gotta flex a little bit once I straighten out here, because I don't wear it very often, only on special occasions such as like my birthday and an interview. Got the rollie on before I hit the railing there. I'll give you a straight shot of it in a little bit. But yeah, these birthdays, man, I am the tender age of 46 now. Man, where have all the years gone? This is getting crazy. and still so much to do in life, so much that remains to be done. But it's a good thing to be of a sound mind and in good health. I do not take those things for granted. As you get older, you start to become aware of your mortality, right? So, what are the odds that I make it to 92? Probably decently high, right? Unless there's like some mishap or something crazy happens. But still, those second 46 rather, are likely not going to be as good as the first 46, such as it was. All right, I'm at a light. There's the trusty GMT. I really love my watch. I got it authenticated at a jewelry store some months ago, earlier this year, or was it last year? This year's kind of flying by in a lot of ways. It's like a long and short year in a lot of ways. We're already like 2/3 of the way through the year. I think it was this year. So I was very happy. As you know, I'm like kind of I'm an optimistic person, but far be it for me to take anything for granted. So I've had it for a long time. It looks brand new because it basically is brand new. I don't really wear it in the when did I get it? In 06 or 07, so 18, 19 years. I got it before I went to Boston. I think I've given you that story a bunch of times where I spent my rep money, which it turned out to be a really good investment. Whether I'm in a pinch and, God forbid, one day have to like sell it, or the more likely path is that I, somebody's giving me a call. Let me just ignore that for now. The more likely path is I hand it down to my son. It's supposed to be an heirloom, but these are all first world type concerns. But yeah, cherish the day. I say it all the time. I really mean it. It's that's really a thing. Been feeling that itch to buy a new vehicle lately, whether it's like a daily driver SUV. Like, my philosophy on cars has changed, right? So like, the old school car guys, like, I get my quote unquote nice car, if you can see my air quotes, and then you nurse it with a beater to like eat the miles. But then what ends up happening invariably, you sell it one day or trade it one day. I always sell. I don't think I've traded a car in, but it's been a while, because you lose so much money doing it that way. And as you know, I'm one of those people where I can sit on a car for like a year while it's like up for sale and won't budge until it sells to the right owner, right? I don't want somebody to like rust down a car that I thought was special or whatever, like, i.e. my TL a couple years ago, which I kind of regret selling, good old Forest Park, or whatever. I wanted to go to the right type of owner who's not just going to daily it, and also for the right price. I always give a pretty good deal, but I don't want it to, fire sale anything. So I've been really wanting like an older Land Cruiser or a 4Runner, but while I'm in school, as it were, the smart thing would be to wait. But the problem is that that's going to be a while, and it's like, as I say, cherish the day, right? All your good years are like right now, as viewing different friends and friends' parents and stuff like that, and oh geez, should I even say, it's kind of like a known quantity now, right? So the doctor that I used to work with, he's the co-owner of the optical shop that I work at. He is suffering significant cognitive decline, let's just say, right? I won't say the A word yet, God forbid. But which is why he had to retire early last year, early, because they need a doctor, and we have one, but it's kind of like a janky situation where she is bi-coastal and is in California and comes out here like every 2-3 weeks for 2 or 3 weeks at a time. And we don't know the fate of the store in January. Just as I got a raise too. I think maybe my third raise in like 13 years at the store. We don't know what's going to happen in January, so we kind of put like scheduling like on hold, because we don't know if we're going to have a doctor. And in Western Mass, and really in much of New England, there is a doctor shortage, because a lot of these kids are not graduating from the optometry school, and a lot of the older folks are retiring, and those that do graduate, they're going to other parts of the country, like the West Coast or to the South or whatever. So we're in a bit of a situation now. As possibly a good omen, the doctor that we've been kind of renting, if you will, her twin sister is like our accountant as well. She did just buy a house not too far from where I was just coming from in Suffield. Well, in Enfield. I don't know how close Enfield is to Suffield, but it is Connecticut at any rate. Hopefully we can retain her. Otherwise, we are in some trouble with a capital T. I'm sure something will happen, but we'll see. Prayers up. Because as much as the money's kind of like extra money for me, I still do appreciate the job, even as when school resumes, whenever that is. I'll probably have to cut those hours down. Even just the Saturday, I might have to cut that from like 7 hours down to like say 4, or every other weekend or something like that, because it costs when you don't pass these classes and get straight through. Ironically, I passed everything quite easily, but meet the standard, 226 as opposed to a 230. But anyway, I'm just rambling. I'm just about home, as I'm sure you recognize. Gonna go scrub it up dub really quick, and then hopefully do some fun stuff and some conspicuous consumption. Speaking of which, maybe my present to myself has arrived. Maybe it came in the mail today. I hope. You'll see it soon enough. But yeah, man. Carpe diem, whatever. That's Latin. Whatever language you subscribe to. But the Lord is faithful. Stay with me. God bless. I hear your navigation. We're here.